Hey Guelph, Mark MacKinnon here, your Ward 6 councillor, and I am at the Edmonton airport, ready to fly back to Toronto after 4 incredible days at the Federation of Canadian Municipalities conference, FCM. So today, day 4, was a shorter day, and after a farewell breakfast, I boarded the bus and headed out to one of Edmonton's combined recreational and educational facilities. So this is something, they have about a dozen of these, all of different types. This one was quite frankly is astounding. As you know, we're looking at getting a South End Rec Centre built sometime soon. Cost tag has been pegged at about $60 million. So I wanted to get an idea of what Edmonton has, a larger city. And this place was spectacular. It had everything in it. There was a massive library branch, which, while not as big as the downtown library at Guelph, it wasn't too far from it either. It also had a beautiful aquatic pool that had a lazy river, a slide, hot tubs, lane, zero entry pools. It was really quite spectacular. And then there was also, of course, a multi-purpose gymnasium. There was youth space, senior space, fitness center, which was bigger than almost any fitness center, private or public, in Guelph, which was just massive. Additionally, they have a continuing education school attached to it as well, and that was so a little different. And they have a multicultural center there as well, and really this place was top notch, and it took up a massive amount of space, just sprawled and sprawled and sprawled. And outside they have tons of sports fields. They had a skateboard park for BMXing out there. And so I looked at this and realized, of course, Guelph doesn't have the space that they had here in Edmonton. And additionally, the cost of this building was over $120 million. Now, Guelph's Centre, we're looking at, as I said, roughly $60 million for the South End Rec Centre. This place was just unbelievable, but it was really good to get an idea of what can be done. I did find that it was almost ostentatious in its presentation. The architecture, the soaring ceilings, they didn't pull any punches on it. It was gorgeous, but I don't think Guelph has 120, 30, 40 million to spend on something like that. So we'll keep it more modest for the South End Rec Centre, but it was really good to get an idea of what's possible and maybe some of the things that we can focus on. So my flight's delayed, but I'll be heading out in a couple hours, heading back to Toronto, getting in really quite late, but it was a fantastic 4 days. Would I go again? Next year's in Winnipeg, and absolutely I'd go again. I believe it's 100% worthwhile to attend these types of conferences. I met some fantastic people, exchanged some really good ideas, saw some different products on the trade show floor that I might not get exposed to, and things that I can bring back to council about governance, about infrastructure, about recreation facilities, and things that we might be able to apply in the city of Guelph whenever we're doing our planning. So the minor costs associated with it, I think, is absolutely worthwhile for the connections and the information learned. So I'm certainly looking forward to going to Winnipeg next year, as well as in August is not the Canadian one, but the Ontario one, AMO it's called, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, and that's in Niagara Falls, so it's a lot closer, but they also have a conference. So I'll be going to both of those. My job, of course, to be a councillor is to get as much education as I can, and that's something I'm going to be working hard to represent you there. So thanks for checking in on these 4 days, and I'll see you back in Guelph. Bye-bye.